Hi, I'm Miss Lainie from howtohelpmychildlearn.com. Today I want to cover reading comprehension. This has been one of the biggest areas I get questioned about is how do I help my child with reading comprehension? And I came up with this brilliant thing to help the visual, kinesthetic, hands-on learners. And again, all the strategies I present will benefit these auditory learners. But as a quick review, left side of the brain tend to be more your auditory, your kids that learn through their ears, and they learn in sequence. So when kids read books, if they're more an auditory learner, they'll read a book, they can follow the storyline. Read, it makes sense to them. The right side of the brain, we need, because I'm one of them, we need to understand the big picture before we can follow a story. So when these kids go read a book, they're reading, and again, they don't know the big picture, so they're reading these pieces. It's not making sense to them. They're not remembering much of what they read until they get to the end of the story, and sometimes it comes together. And then they're asked, now write a summary about this book. And they're like, I have no idea how to write the summary because A, they can't remember much, and B, to go back through all those pages and find the beginning of the story, what the middle's about in the end, is very, very stressful for them. And I've had this happen over and over and over. They go back, they're going, sometimes these books are 100 and some odd pages. So here's the solution. So as your, as your child is reading, this is the greatest thing that will help them. They start, you get a notebook. They read the first chapter, chapter 1. When they finish chapter 1, they just put a few little bullet points about what they read. The main character, Billy, a couple things about him, where the story takes place, Nevada or whatever. And they just do quick bullet points about chapter 1. And then they read chapter 2. Same thing, and they label this, couple bullet points. And then, as they're reading, and they'll talk about it with you, then they'll all of a sudden get to the middle of the story or where the plot begins or what the problem or really the book's about, the meat of the book. Then they label that page in their notebook. Okay, now I've entered the middle. And again, if maybe it's by this time they're on chapter 6. I don't know, where they are. A couple bullet points. They get done reading. Chapter 7, bullet points. And then all of a sudden, they'll realize they're at the end. They label, okay, now I'm at the end. Same thing, chapter whatever, bullet points. Now, book is done. Now they have this whole entire thing set up to go, okay, let's go back. Oh, this is what happened in the beginning of the story. Here's the story, where it took place. Here's some of the main things. Then we enter the middle. It was about a boy who got lost. Here's the things that he discovered on his journey trying to find his way home. Here's the end, how he found his way home. Here it's already laid out for them. Then they can take these bullet points and put them into sentences, and they will not spend hours trying to find things back in the book, or frustration, tears, which I'm sure a lot of you experience with your children. And the good thing is for them to do this, it's a minute or two after they finish a chapter, a couple bullet points. And you might do this with them a few times so they get comfortable with it, or feel free to call or email me about this. So this is really, 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 really good for comprehension, especially when they get older and they got those big books they have to read. Makes it a lot more challenging to remember all the pieces of this. So I hope this helps. I have many more videos about strategies to help the different types of learners. And just go to my homepage, howtohelpmychildlearn.com. There's a YouTube icon. Click on it. Bunch of videos. If you want to add or want me to do specific video on an area, please let me know and I'll do that. Or questions, email me. I wish you a really good day and I hope this is helpful. And I'm Miss Lainie from howtohelpmychildlearn.com.